Hmm. Okay, what is up, guys? I am doing another live just so I could, get my footing, try to get used to this stuff. I want to try to keep this going. I had a great time last week, and I was trying to plan to do this yesterday, but I had some issues that happened around the house that I had to take care of. So luckily, everything's settled now, and I'm ready to go. I had some things planned for this live stream, so I'm actually happy that I can actually start doing some things here. But hey, Rerum Trading, how are you? Fabulous Disaster, how you doing? But yeah, uh, I had some ideas outside of opening up some figs, which I put it on the other side of me. Now I have to go reach over and get it. I just wanted to see if everything would go well in like the things that I had planned tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to go. Maybe an hour, maybe two. It depends on, what happens. Black Knight, how are you, sir? I actually have some things to kind of just show you a little basic because you and I had a discussion a while back because of the diorama that I'm trying to do for you, but with time as well as things around the house, it is unbelievable. I apologize for that. RMD Collective, how are you? Disavowed action figures, arts action art. Hey, that's not bad. That's pretty good. um, yeah, we're gonna open up some figs. I couldn't decide on what because I have a lot in my inventory right now that I have yet to open, and I feel as if um, I wanted to give some time to different lines that I collect. Because last week I did Mythic Legions and the Mezco figure. I might do another Mythic Legions just because I want to. I might want to, or either that or Marvel Legends because I do actually have Marvel Legends on the table, just for what I actually have planned to do, and hopefully it turns out okay. Uh, but how are you guys? Let's see. Definitely understand. Yes, I appreciate that. It's moving. Let me kind of. So this is about 2 feet, Black Knight. This is basically the street. This is the sidewalk. Pretty much going to have like this driveway, and it's going to have a roll up garage door right here. But of course, like maybe one or two stores that I'm going to have along the wall. But of course, I blackwashed it. This is some sand going on, so I could create some debris and rocks on the I guess on the pavement. But this is what it's going to start to look like. So that way you can utilize some sort of street diorama. I hope it goes pretty well. But I'm actually going to do some of the painting here on my live streams, trying to kind of just to see how things progress. Um, we'll work on the wall to see what kind of like like a apartment building or store or something like that that's going to be attached to it. But that's my idea. I was just trying to come up with something. But I think the base of this dio at the moment, just with the sidewalk going on, uh, I have to figure out accessories too because I've never done like street signs before. But we'll work on it. Well, it'll work. Yeah, that that was something, and I think having it, as a progression on the live stream might kick my butt to keep working. Let's see. I'm hella bored in quarantine with the oh man, I am sorry to hear. I know how you feel. Definitely know how you feel. Yeah, no problem. Sean Beatty, how are you? Thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say. Uh let's see. I I'm gonna try this because I'm gonna try this share my screen thing and see how that goes. Um, let's see, because I wanted just give my thoughts because of stuff that happened last week, things that currently happened just a couple days ago. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know if the mic is picking up in a more softer tone or just right. Let's see here. So I brought up Toy Arc. You can typically find any news about any new releases or reveals that's going on. All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys. With this 5-pack that was revealed last week during the Hasbro Pulse live stream. This is a pass for me. It's not that I'm disappointed with this reveal. I have no interest in any of those characters. That's just how I feel about it. Yes, it's an Amazon exclusive. I think it just did it just get released? Yeah, $130. That's a lot. That is a whole lot. It's nice to have a Silvermane figure, but I know with that repaint, it's a reuse. I don't know. I can't do this. I know these two new characters. Razorback, yeah, Razorback. I never even heard of the character before. I don't know. I I don't think I have no interest. It's a big figure compared to everybody else, so it's quite a large size. But I wouldn't. I can't. I don't have an interest in it. I really don't. Molten Man. That's like a huge like cop out or cheap out. I it's not for me. For anyone else who's excited about these characters, by all means, be excited about these characters. I am not that much of a Spider-Man fan to know who those characters were to begin with. I think just from like collecting Marvel Universe cards as a kid, I knew Silvermane, but I had no idea who these other characters were. No idea. Moving on. Yeah, Black Panther, Hot Toy. That's amazing. I'm very tempted in ordering that. Sean Beatty, my goodness. Are you in a different country? Oh, Canadian. That's what it is. See, I knew it. All right. So this wave, what if wave? I I think the wave is good. Not great, but good. I like the character choices that they made. Um, but I only like the Bath. I only like Khonshu. There's a part of it that's just like I don't know. As much as I like the zombies in here for Scarlet Witch and Iron Man, Scarlet Witch looks great, especially the head sculpt and the hair. And Tony Stark, I think it's weird because the the areas where it's missing armor, where you see the flesh or the bones, it doesn't even look good in my opinion. I know they got like this bluish skin to resemble some sort of zombie undead, but with the armor plates missing out of the arms and the rib cage area, it just doesn't look good to me. Um, Everyone else, it's cool to see. I'm not collecting MCU figures anymore, but I know I'm going to pass on this. The Khonshu build a figure, that's going to be much harder for me to acquire if I don't get the rest of this. So it looks like I probably won't be seeing this in my future. That's just how I feel. Yeah, see that I figured you would feel the same way. Rob V, how are you doing, sir? How many his tanks did you back? I was torn on buying two, but I only bought one. I would be in a serious predicament in trying to pay that second one off because I saved enough money to to make sure I paid for the first one, but I only got my one. I got my one. I'm happy with my one. And we'll see how everything goes and progresses when it comes out next year. Bath looks great. Same, I just want the bath, right? It's really cool. And I when it comes to Conchu, I actually got pre-ordered that Moon Knight from 5K Toys. Maybe I can pull it up and show you guys. Zombies are cool, but I'm just not starting them. Yeah. AZ Toy Hunters Guild. How are you, sir? Thank you for stopping by. And there's the packaging art for that. Yep. I have yet to see any of that new packaging art because I haven't seen any of the new Spider-Man releases yet. Yes, I pre-ordered the Spider-Man and Spinneret and the Venom and Null. So those two sets will probably be the first time I ever see the new packaging. I know a lot of people are getting it yet, but my pre-orders have not hit yet. After the Galactus, I had to watch Spin. Yeah, see, I know. Trust me, I know. But yeah, in regards to those releases from Hasbro, I just wanted just to give my 2 cents on it, especially this one right here. I couldn't do that. We did see a McFarlane Toys announcement today. The Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul from Arkham City. The new multiverse Arkham Asylum and Arkham City figures, they're looking really good. I'm not surprised that this wave is coming out. I know we had like a what's it called? It was basically just announced in like a GameStop inventory pre-order list, but no, the pictures of course weren't shown yet. So that's pretty cool. Oh, but let me see if I can pull up 5K Toys to show you what I pre-ordered and see if you guys actually did the same thing. Some Bleach figures. Yes, I would love some new Bleach figures. Is it down here? All right, gotta search for it maybe. And I'm pretty sure it's not called Moon Knight because it's an unlicensed toy. But it may show. Yeah, it might not show. Damn it. I'll try and find it. It was from the same guys that did that Rorschach figure. Nope. I'm not going to have any luck. Let's see. Nope. Did anyone else get the Hiss tank? Oh, I did the wrong one. Nope. Oh well. I'm not going to be able to look for that. So okay, let's see. So worried about the new packaging. I know, right? We're gonna, and I just experienced that today. If you guys saw my Instagram, that Ultimate Hulk Hogan, that's ridiculous, unbelievable that occurred. If you didn't see it, let me see if I could I can. Is that you, Mike? Look at that. Hey, how are you doing? Just couldn't do it with the tank. Yeah, I know. I know. I didn't push you enough to get one. Let's see. Let me close this out. All right. Let's see. Now opening figs. Let me get that fig because I left it far away from me when I was prepping, and we'll go from there. And I'll show you what we got going on tonight because there's a little bit of time that's going to happen when we do this. Let's see. All right. So I was going to open this guy up. I didn't get to open him yet. I'm happy that I was able to find him. I think I found him during my New Jersey trip. So I wanted to. I was actually extremely happy that I found him during my New Jersey trip. Where's my knife? And then he became extremely abundant at all the targets in my home area. Now you can't find him anymore. So it's what it is. Let's see. Oh, there's more tape on here. Jeez. Let's see. Who is this? Oh my goodness. Kiwi Collector. How are you doing, man? Scarlet Kid. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. All right, let's see. There we go. Not bad. Nice. How can I do that? No, I'll just. So we have an extra hand to cover up the bionic hand or android hand. Ooh. Thor Mjolnir. And it's not bad. It's still nice. Looks really good. And of course, the highlight of this whole thing of having Ragnarok, which a lot of people didn't understand Ragnarok because if they didn't read Civil War, they don't understand why this Thor is a robot. Sure, if you maybe watch something online that talked about Civil War, then you would understand. Then you would know. So, is this the? Okay, so I guess it's just. Does it spin on its own? Oh, it does. Okay, it didn't. It was kind of stuck for a little bit. So not bad. I will flip it over to the fig camera. I just have to make some room because I did put some figures here just to, as part of what I'm going to be doing tonight. So let's see if I can work with what this is going on. Wait, let's see. Dano Cosmic, how are you? So wish they'd sell that spinning hammer separate. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? And I think you're talking about the Moon Man. Yes, if it's from 5K Toys, then no, it's not 1/6. Then it's not. It's a 112 figure. If I can find it, I will show it to you guys. Thank you, Scarlet Kid. Vikings 426. I repainted the eyes on the Thor to make it look like the classic Thor. Yeah. For those that missed out, I guess on the what was it, the 80th anniversary one? I fully understand. Let's add this to the stream. Nope, that's too much. All these options. All right, I'm just going to keep it like the way I had it before. All right. So, I mean, I used to have the 80th anniversary figure, so I'm used to this figure. But then I sold it because I sold all my 80th anniversary figures because I knew newer versions were coming out. It all depends. To each their own. Honestly, this is just how it is. When it's me for collecting, when the hype is over, I want to buy new stuff, and so I sell the old to buy the new. Hey, Brad, how you doing? Headed to the gym on a fitness kick. I still watch. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's been a while since I heard from you. Um, I didn't know if you were still collecting in any way. So overall, with this figure, it's not too bad. It's the same as before. I like the bionic hand. It looks great. It's very well done. The sculpt and everything looks really good. And this face with that looks really cool. This is the highlight. This accessory is a huge highlight. That's unbelievable. I don't really know how I can pose it because it is heavy. So it's gonna make him tilt a little bit unless you have him, stance in a proper way. But not bad. I like it. It's definitely a Thor to have in the collection if you needed one. I understand with the face though. You're gonna have to figure that one out. I'm sure you can get away with this, and then like Vikings 426 did, you could just take that red eyes and be able to paint some white and blue in there. Let's see. I got that Thor. Haven't busted him open. Yeah, see? Neither did I. But here we go. Not bad. Not bad. Are you going to pre-order Fuchsia's figure? I may get one. I like skeletons. And the Storm collectible skeletons that I have are, of course, they're I think they're like 8 inches tall. They're really tall. So it's hard to mess around with them. But I do mess around with them with my Mythic Legions figures because they're great with Mythic Legions. Nameless Collector, how you doing, man? With the skeleton, the Fuchsia skeleton. The $40 I can understand the price. It's not too bad, but I know with price increases, I understand that it was gonna happen. Which is why I'm only gonna get one. I can't army build that stuff. It's not for me to army build just because I have other skeletons, including Mythic Legion skeletons. Just to get the pumpkin head. Yeah, exactly, right? The pumpkin head. It's gonna be cool. Oh, good lord. But this is nice. I like it. I love it. One day Marvel Legends is going to get rid of the waist swivel, and I will be so excited for that. I want a ball waist. I love a ball waist swivel. That is my favorite articulation. If all figures had a ball waist articulation, I'd be so much happier. You can get so much more crunch out of a ball waist. But this Thor is huge. I forgot how tall this character is. But this is extremely nice. So in the background, if you don't remember, I think my latest hunt video, I did finish the Bonebreaker wave. So I brought these figures out just to kind of mess around with them because I have the Bonebreaker right in front of me. So we're gonna mess around with that one. And I was thinking of painting it too because we're gonna try to do some painting on this live stream also. try to do some Dio stuff or some customizing, just so just something a little different that will help with me trying to do more things. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan tonight. This crunch it bounces back. Yep. And this cape is glued on. Yeah, this cape is glued on, but it's heavy. The cape is definitely heavy. But again, this is the highlight. This is definitely the highlight. If I had a regular Thor figure, I now have the best accessory for it. See, I can't turn it properly because I gotta loosen up this joint part here that allows it to spin. I'm sure most of you guys might have picked this figure up. Yeah. All right, let's push you off to the side. And let's talk about these. Yes, I can't even stand him up because this accessory is so heavy. You're going to fall. All right, we'll put you over there. I don't know if you're into Storm Collectibles, but the new Balrog figure looks pretty sick. I am into Storm Collectibles. I do like the Street Fighter characters. I do have a few. Okay, I'm going to point my finger. They're right there. I love the alternate costumes from the Street Fighter 5 figures that they put out. I love the alternate costumes. As much as, it's cool to have the original costumes, I love the alternate ones. So I have Cammy, Ryu, Chun-Li in that black dress, and Bison in the black outfit with the white beard, and I have Ken. I also have King of Fighters right there too. So Kyo and Terry Bogard is sitting right there. I used to have the Gears of War figures, but I got tired of them, so I sold them. And I did have the Tekken 7 figures, and I sold those as well, just because I didn't think I'm going to be able to keep up with it. But the Balrog figure, yes, the Balrog figure looks great. And the BBTS is now the exclusive distributor for Storm Collectibles. That's new. That's different. So I know if I wanted to get it, I would have to order it through there. I do have some Storm Collectibles pre-ordered through Toyco on Facebook. So he still has those from the ones that were pre-ordered in the past. So he's still going to be able to get that. But anything from Balrog and new, he's unable to do it anymore. Let's see. At least I get my GameStop employees. Oh, well, good for you, man. I love a good discount. That's awesome. I don't know what it's like to work at GameStop. There's a lot of horror stories from it on YouTube. But getting a GameStop discount must be nice. My brother used to work at GameStop when he was in college. And so that worked out for me as well, because he would buy stuff on his discount for me as well. When I would buy multiple games, so many video games. All right, so with these guys here, there are some likes and dislikes. I'm glad to have characters for just to have them new characters like Vulcan and Darwin. That's great to have. I'm glad to have those characters now in my shelf. So that's awesome. The Havoc figure, honestly, I could have cared less about this figure, but the accessories were just like, this is too good. The accessories are extremely nice. They will definitely hold in place once you kind of tighten it up there on the wrist, or the forearm, I should say. But this is very, very nice. I only put one instead of the second attachment on here. This is actually better. The head sculpt is better because he's got this gray crap. I have no idea I don't know X-Men from that, or X Factor from that long ago when he had this costume originally, and I'd never understood what that was. If you know, then please educate me because I have no idea. I've considered getting the Gatchaman. Yes, those look great. Storm stuff is great, Brad. Once you try one out, you will understand how good the articulation is, and it's a whole new different type of figure because their joints they sound squeaky, but they range so well because they kind of have like that skin body. It's weird. It's weird to explain. My retirement job. Oh, okay. Heard Toys R Us is coming back. So yeah, I know that there's a few medium to large stores that are going to be opening up in certain cities. But technically Toys R Us has been back in Macy's stores. It's kind of like they set up this area in the store for toys to be sold, and they did call it Toys R Us because they did have the Jeffrey character to promote the toys that they had in the stores. Might get Balrog because Storms haven't made any more boxing. That's true. Yep. But that Balrog is really nice. It looks really nice. Toys R Us in Canada is getting so expensive. How bad? I mean, I think I'm going to use the 99. So I know the US price that used to be $19.99 for Marvel Legends was what, $27.99 for Marvel Legends in Canada. So if it's $24.99 now, I'm going to assume it's about $33.99 for a regular figure. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? How's the baby? All right, but going back to this, I love the accessories for that, and I actually grabbed my Magneto, and I think it looks really nice too. Having this on Magneto looks really good. I actually like it, almost like animated series. This effect looks like from like how Magneto uses his powers in the animated series. At least that's how I look at it. But I think this is a nice effect, an alternative effect for Magneto. So I think this actually will work really nice. I don't know if I could use the back end piece of it because the cape, but I think that accessory looks great on him. Franklin Vasquez, how you doing? Toys R Us, $37.98. So $37.98 for a Marvel Legends figure. So I know the exchange rate, of course, but that is wild. That is really wild. Excited about Toys R Us, but hope they don't have that price hike. It's like, yeah, but see, I read articles that the Toys R Us, like the standalone Toys R Us stores that will open, might not even have the stuff that we collect. It's mostly children related, like toddler to children related stuff. I'm sure, yes, they're going to have like your typical Nerf and maybe basic type figures. I'm sure like wrestling figures too. But I'm not sure if like Marvel Legends or Black Series are going to show up because of how limited the inventory is going to be. For a regular wave, that Thor, oh my God. Wow. Yeah, right. Yes, that baby's getting bigger. Had to pass on his tank, but Galactus incoming. Yes, I know. Galactus is incoming. Where am I going to put it? But Galactus, I think Dan Yoon put on his Twitter sometime in November. That's going to be crazy. So crazy. a November for that to be shipped to us, that's going to be awesome. Babies are us. Yep. Still enjoy going in through. Yeah, of course. I would definitely go. I would enjoy it myself too. So let's get Havoc out of the way. We love the accessories for that guy. And this was the Sunfire body. So we know what this body's all about. And it's just as I think it makes him smaller for that character. And then when it comes to Darwin, this was like the pizza Spidey body. But it works for him. I know what Darwin is. I mean, we got a new head sculpt, these crazy hands. These hands are wild. They're so well sculpted. You can see all the different fingerprinting, or crease lines in the hands, in the skin. I mean, this looks really cool. And I like it. I love how this looks. For the body itself, I guess I'm okay with it because he's this lanky type character, very thin character. But Darwin works out. I'm glad to have the character in my collection. And let's see, we'll leave you right here. Sabretooth. I didn't like this guy from the start. I really didn't. I was like, they had a better Sabretooth back from the Apocalypse Wave. I liked that style of Sabretooth. The older like origin of Sabretooth didn't get to me. And the face didn't get to me either because it's a small body. Let's see. Same as Black Series 40. Oh my God, really? Jeez. RMD currently building the Lego. Oh my God. The Death Star trench. That's cool. Yeah, man. I back collect. Yes. Good for you, Brad. Aye, Toy Hunter. How you doing, bud? So, but with this figure, it still looks good. It looks really good. I was expecting like a worse face, I would say, but it's grown on me. I like it. The hands, the feet, they work well for this figure. I mean, I think this is all new sculpting because this is the actual forearm and you can see the hinge, the yellow hinge and stuff. This, I didn't realize this was like the back piece part. You just plug it into the back. But the face sculpt looks great. Not bad. I like it. Looks good. What's worse is I don't have the Marvel Legends Wolverine, the origin, the one that came with the 2-pack and Hulk. So, but I can use him with my Mezco Wolverine that has the original head sculpt. So, not too bad. I still like this. It's not bad at all. Siren. I think we can all agree we needed a screaming head. I think we can all agree to that. Marv Mad, how you doing? Do you think it would be a good thing for Hasbro Marvel Legends to make accessory packs? Yes, but unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to do so. For as many times as it's been asked, and their response is, well, maybe it's something we can look at in the future. I don't think it's ever going to happen because with an accessory pack, what other accessories can you really, in their mind, is what other accessories can they really do that you already haven't gotten already based on the number of Marvel Legends you may have bought in the past? I mean, how many of those orb-like power effects have we gotten in different colors? It's crazy. Now, if it's like a weapons pack, I don't even think that the Marvel team can even do something like that, just to put out artillery weapons. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It's a great idea to have, but I don't know if they're ever going to do it. Jorge, how are you doing? Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Look at this. Abel is in the house. Sup, nerds? Who's crazy hype for that his tank? I am. I definitely am. How many did you get? I only got one. I almost bought two, but I only got one. Valor versus Live 2? Oh, my bad. Valor versus Live? Oh, yeah, I would have been watching that too, but I wanted to play. I definitely wanted to play. McFarlane has one coming out. Yeah, I think it is out already. I think they've already been shipping them from his McFarlane Toys website. The whole artillery weapons pack. You got two, yes. Good for you, man. Wanted three? Jeez. I couldn't afford the second one. I already had saved enough money to buy the first one, but I could only do that. So with Siren, we all agree that I'm sure we all wanted a screaming head. I think with as little to no accessories that we got, yes, we got alternate hands for her. I would have loved for them to do an alternate head. It would have been great for that to happen. Her on the new body, so good. Her on the new body is really, really good. And I think it's a great choice that now all the females are having, that they're doing the newer bodies for them. So these double joints, amazing. The reason why I wish there was a screaming head, because with this hair, you can't even maneuver her head to look up in a way. That's as far as it's going to go. So for her flight, that's not, you're going to have to make it like pose it like that in order for it to work. And it just looks silly, in my opinion, for without the screaming head like that. It is what it is. It's still good. Maybe I can get someone who can do a new head sculpt. That would be fine. I'll be happy with that. But to put her on the new body, I'm definitely happy that they did that. All right, let's see. Where did I miss out? Fig Life, those his things. Pics with the yep. Missing all the Series 3 figs being shown up. I know, right? And I ordered all those too. No, you didn't. You did not order 10 his things. Yeah. Ordered. Didn't get it because I'm gonna have to back the GR and Eternia later this year. Oh, the Ghost Rider. Yeah, the new HasLab. Yeah, that's another expense that's going to happen for me as well. I hope it's Robbie Ray as Ghost Rider. That would be awesome. With Hasbro Marvel Legends raising the price on figures and not giving Siren a screaming head sculpt, it's pretty sad. Yes, I agree. I mean, I understand with the prices, it happens with the economy. I get it. But we're never going to see it go back down. It's not going to go back down at all. Collect G.I. Joe, but I pass on his tank. I'm not big on vehicles. I'd rather spend the money on the figures. I definitely agree with you. But when it does come to vehicles and it's something like that, it's something that I know I would regret. And I had to do it. Yes. Almost. All right. And Vulcan on this new body. It's good. I really like it. It's still a little stiff for me, and I don't understand what happened with the paint because the knee joint and the elbow joints are different colors. I don't know if you can see that. It's a darker shade of red. But I don't know if that was their intention. It's weird because the darker shade of red is the same as the torso, and yet the legs are a lighter shade. And there's some sort of gloss on the torso also with that dark red. I don't know if it comes up on camera, but that's just how it is. But the articulation on this is amazing. Really, really well done. And I like it. So seeing like maybe a Magneto on this body would work very well. Feet are, I guess they're huge, but it works because I wouldn't want those like small Cyclops feet, and it's not gonna stand properly. But this is good. This is actually very nice. So I am definitely happy with this. And Maggot. This whole sculpt, which I'm sure you guys fully understand if you read the comics, and when he was when he first appeared, screams Joe Madeira to me. His whole art style, this whole figure screams that artist. It really does. And I love it. This looks awesome. He's got some really good articulation. And of course, pinless elbows for that. So these new arms. But I think these legs are reused from somebody. I just don't know who. Let's see. Who did I miss? Hello. How are you, Georgia? How much you guys think that Ghost Rider going to be? Ooh. I'm going to say 300. Yeah. I'm definitely going to think that it's going to be $300. And we don't even know what it is. I'm just guessing on the price. Look at this, Brian. How you doing? Carver Customs. It needs me a fig camera. Use your phone. That's what I did. My phone. This is my phone, and I just added it onto the stream. Sucks because I can't use my phone right now. Have Fan Expo Toronto next weekend. That's awesome. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know who the lineup is there, but I think I enjoyed my Fan Expo in Philly for the first time they were ever doing it. And these guys, Eenie and Meanie, is that right? I don't remember the names. Very flexible. These are nice. So I'm glad that we have a Maggot figure. It's really crazy. Money well spent. Yeah. It looks amazing. My son and I are staying 2 days. Love your channel. Fig Life. Yep. Fig Life. I owe Fig Life to reach my 1,000 subscribers. I think I was sitting around like 960 something. And these guys helped me reach my 1,000 goal. How can they justify charging $24.99 for repackaged Black Panther? Yeah, right. I can't. That's why I'm so glad I stopped collecting MCU figures. I was shocked that they were going to be doing that just as regular price. I mean, I understand there was some better paint on it, but wow, I couldn't do that again. When the bike costs only 40, his tank better move on its own. It'll move on its own when you let go. Great lineup. Skew Raider, nice to see who the Sarge Slaughter was talking about all these years. How you doing, Skew Raider? Small local convention this Friday. Cool. That's awesome. I'm actually going to New York. I want to say it's the last week of August on a Thursday. Me and the family got tickets to the Broadway show MJ. Really, really excited to go see that show. Atizzle sent me to Lowe's before close for Halloween. Did you know? Did she know that they were in stock? That was a lot. I know, right? It was a very long time ago, but I will never forget it. Never ever forget it. I'm going to Fan Expo San Francisco in November. Oh, that's right. Giancarlo and Ming Na are going to be there. Definitely meet Ming Na if you haven't, RMD. She is a wonderful person to talk to. You you won't regret it. You really won't. I met her twice. I get wow. I miss home. Next time you come to Orlando, you know what, I will. There's so many people in Orlando that I know from this toy community. It's crazy, but it's weird because the only way for me to do that is to leave the wife and two kids. Like maybe they can go to Disney by themselves, and I can meet up with people. It's crazy because I normally we always have a place to stay in Orlando. I think we stay around the Kissimmee / Orlando area because my family lives there because my family also works at Disney. You figure out which day you're going to be Allegiance. I think Saturday because I like that exclusive more than the 2-pack. But then of course I'm going to regret it because I want the 2-pack at some point, which they might put online, which they probably will. But I think I like that single skeleton winged character. I forgot the name of it. So it's possible Saturday. You never know. Because I'm still trying to get Disavowed to go. He's supposed to go to Legion's Con. Wanted me to try my luck to find her a Haunted Mansion plaque. Oh, okay. Yes, please. Yes. Yep. Chris Jamie, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Did you see that Empire Toy Show? I know. Oh my God. I didn't do it yet because I'm being a good boy, and hopefully they might have some at RetroCon. And if not, I'll wait till Legion's Con. I'll wait. I got too much stuff to pay for, and I would love to at least get a Dark Templar and a Gladiator or a Barbarian. Damn it, it's too much. And I still didn't do my pre-order for the All Stars 5 wave, so I still have to do that too. I know, right? We were somewhere walking around each other around the Hasbro booth. I have no idea what happened. Oh, okay. I think 2-pack will be available, but without the cat head into I can deal without it. I'm okay to deal without it. Also slowed down on collecting figures and started collecting snakes. That's cool. No, you need to go to New York Comic Con because if I'm working it, I still have a ticket available. You can go. You know, I play the waiting game, still waiting on Target to ship out Maggot. Oh, really? Target shipped out my Maggot already. So that's why, but they were late on shipping out my Havoc. So that was the mere fact that they had to ship it all separately. I'm glad they still did because we got the good deal with the buy, spend over $100, get $25 off. So I'm definitely happy that occurred. So I couldn't do. It's just weird that they shipped them all separately. I am not on TikTok. Should I be? Because that's just another app I gotta follow and do all kinds of stuff on. Can't wait for RetroCon. I know. I cannot wait. And with Four Horsemen gonna be there, it's gonna be a packed Saturday. Oh, I'm going Saturday, by the way. Are you going Saturday? Too many toys still in box, plus also collecting pre. Yeah, right. A lot to pay for. Okay. It is the best. It is the best. So I can't wait. I hope the managers give me a call so that way I'm able to work all 4 days again. Go both days for leisure cause. You didn't convince her yet? Good Lord. Well, he lives closer to there. He should go both days, considering the ticket is for both days. The Easter deal, right? Exactly, right? Your target's been getting Black Series Saw Gerrera. My one target got the Saw Gerrera. The Kenobi, I haven't seen the Kenobi TVC. But the Saw Gerrera, the one store that I saw it at, they still have all of them on the peg. It's like nobody wants it. Yeah, I heard about that. That was crazy. And you know what? As crazy as that sounds, that's normal. When it comes to Legion's Con in November, it's going to be the exact same way. If I don't drive early enough and get there like 2 hours before they open, I'm going to be in line forever. So I'm going to have to do that regardless. Okay. So here's my plan. I wonder if I can mess around with what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to move these guys kind of out of the way. But what we're going to do, and let me just give you an example. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I did this. Here is my G.I. Joe Ram cycle, all dirtied up. And I posted pictures of this. I really love what I did with this because it gives it more character to me. I like it. I like what I did. I of course painted it. Let me get another one so you understand what I did much more clear. Okay. So let's see. If the Saw Gerrera sits in stores, I'll wait for clearance. Yes, I'm sure it's gonna go to clearance. Looks deadly. I do. I have all of the ones that were released except for Thalog because I have no need for Thalog. Very realistic. Like, thank you. Still waiting for Target exclusive Joe's to come out. Yeah, I know, right? Where the hell are they? All right, so here is the RAM cycle. You can see the differences. Well, if I take Albert off. So here, maybe I can lower this. Yeah, Siren, get you out there. So there's the RAM from that angle. Here is my RAM. Like that. So as you can see, all this mud, dirt, wear. I blackwashed it. I added some silver paint to kind of show some wear in the metal. And I think that's more on this side. You can see some of the silver. I kept this black, but I made it dirty a bit and I put some silver touches on it. Even on the engine, I added more silver. And of course, in the exhaust, I added more silver. So here's the original. Everything was just black between the two. But yeah, I wanted to do something with the RAM cycle. And the reason why I got two, it's not that I was planning on getting two, but if you remember, there was a sale and I think I picked this guy, the extra one, up for like $15. That's the whole reason why I got a second one. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Showroom floor version. Yeah. Dope paint job. Thank you. What do you think about that wild tier list debacle? Oh, geez. The fact that someone had to do that, you're going to set a lot of people off. That's just my opinion on it. I mean, we're all supposed to support each other, but you kind of created a situation, and I just feel as if that wasn't necessary to do. 100% better. Yes. Thank you. Late to the party. There's NJ Tree. So Carver Customs has a question for you, NJ Tree. Don't paint up. Thank you. Darth Primus, how you doing, man? Thank you. Thank you for that. Looks like it's been in action. Exactly. That was the whole point. You going to weather the hiss? Oh my God. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll do that. If I bought two, maybe I would have. What brand of paint do you use? What's up, Brian King? I just use the apple barrel paint because this is just all for fun for me. I'm not doing any of this. And plus, if I didn't like it, I could just easily wash it off too. It's just for fun for me. Something to have in my collection that I like. Greedo, what's going on, man? You missed the chase in your last toy hunt. Did I? Who was it? I don't know if I would have bought it, but I'm just saying. S tier. Thank you. There's the question, NJ Tree. Which day? Saturday, Sunday, or both days? I want to do my major blood like yours. Yeah, see? It's not hard. You just have to play around with it. And when you use apple barrel paint, you can just wash it off if you don't like it. He did for clicks and said he didn't know it caught attention. Of course. It's the only video of his that I believe has well over 20,000 views. Up to you. Well, I'm going on Saturday. My plan is on Saturday. But NJ Tree, I think, are you going to RetroCon to meet up with me and Disavowed? Rolando Flores, how you doing, man? Okay, so as you see, this was my example. And I want to do this again, but I want to do it with Bone Breaker. We're going to mess around and do it with his tank. Now, I've already, let's put you over here. What I've already done is I already did a black wash. I don't know if you can see a little bit of it. You can kind of see a little dirtiness in the black wash already. But there are so many paint opportunities on this tank that you can do. And what's funny, even on the underside, there's so much damage underneath, which looks good, but no paint to really go for it. They attempted paint. I don't know if you guys, if you've built your Bone Breaker figure, there was some silver paint right along here. Can you see that? So they did apply some silver paint on there. So it was a nice attempt, but nothing really ever occurred from that. So what I'm going to try to do, so since I black washed it already, I'm going to add some silver paint, some dirt, so some browns, to give it a, so I guess put some life into it instead of this blank canvas of a figure. Of course, great. Then I'll meet you there. Plus, I have to give you your giveaway prize. It would look deadly. Now he's free to see the worlds. Get right on doing a Stinger driver with a Cobra officer. I don't know. Hey, Funko Rebel, how you doing? Oh, and the barrels. I was testing it out. So here's the barrel itself. It's nice that they have these little holes in there. And then I black washed this one just to kind of make it a little dirty in a way. I don't know if you can, well, there you can see a little bit of difference, but I did it just to do it, just to have that there. But this here, this engine, I mean, it's just an all like brown gray color. I'm going to paint this up, get some silver in there, maybe get some colors to make some of these accents pop a bit. Because we got some wiring going on, everything. So we're going to try that out. And then when we'll mess around, we're going to see. Here, I was thinking of maybe adding silver to all of these wheels. What do you think about that? Can I find Bone Breaker only anywhere? Nope. If you're thinking of just buying the bath, the only website that I know that sells the bath is Dorkside Toys. And they typically sell a bath for like $90, but I don't think they have any available. That's my thought on it. But I could be wrong. I'm good at work, 1 hour to go. Good for you. Make sure you get your Carver Customs meet and greet wristband. Oi. Gunmetal. I don't have that color. All right, so we won't mess with the wheels then. So we're going to use silver. And I have different shades of some brown just to play around with. We'll see what we can do. And if I don't like it, I'll wash it off. It's really bronze. Yeah, maybe. Tech decks have the barrels with the bikes. Oh, yeah, okay. Some figures in Bone Breaker Wave is on discount at Dorkside. That's true. Was it discount because it was sold loose though? Because they do that too. They sell loose figures. Do you paint by hand or I paint by hand? I do not have an airbrush. I've never worked with an airbrush, so I don't know how to use one. If I ever have one, I will be happy to try and see. All right, so I have a little palette that I've always been using so far, and I'm going to use some silver, and all I'm really doing is dry brushing, because dry brushing adds a lot of detail with these paints. I mean, this is crazy because they only put the red on the timing belt right there. But we'll see how much silver can get applied onto here, because there's a lot that can be done with this, especially up here. I forgot what these are called. Silver and black mix is okay. I didn't know that. What did you use for the other reavers? I use the alt head on Nuke, but I've seen other people use. Yeah. What did I use for the other reavers? I think I did the cable figure from the Juggernaut wave for the alternate head. Yes, I did. I did do that one. They are boxed in Dorkside. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. So let's. Of course, I don't have a napkin. You know what? I'll use this here for just so we could see a display on it. And let's put you there. All right. So let's see how that looks, just so I could get an idea, because I wanted to, because this is a brown color, and I'm afraid that maybe I have to just paint it black completely, or I'm just gonna have a thin layer. Yeah, because it looks like I'm gonna have to just do a thicker layer for this, because that's silver. Silver will turn out really nice, but I'll do my best to see what I could do after it kind of dries up a bit, and then I can work on it more. So maybe a silver all around may help. And then I could do the more paint details afterwards. But this is what I really wanted to play around with, because ever since I saw the Bone Breaker and I saw like how limited in the paint, I definitely wanted to see if I could kind of do the same thing I did with the Ram Cycle. And considering it's mostly just the green like I did with the Ram Cycle, I'm like, you know what? I can do it. I'm sure I could do it. And for anyone that's always wanted to try painting a figure, just try. Because trust me, I'm all amateur. This is amateur for me. I'm not a professional with this. I'm going to do my best to however the way I like it. Me neither wanted to get airbrushed, but never did. Yeah, right. We need a toy room tour when you can. Yes, I would love to do that. You can kind of see behind me already, but what you don't see is this. That's like the old Toy Biz and the new Hasbro side by side with those figures. So I kept my old Toys Biz in its packaging for that fact. Let's see. Should have kept my modern cable for Reavers too. Yeah, see? Holonet. How are you, man? Yeah. It's funny because I never used that cable. Ever since we got the modern, not the modern, the classic cable in Marvel Legends, I put that cable away, and then I realized I could use the same body for Reavers. Happy engines, happy tree like yeah. Love the easel a lot. That really sets the present. Right. This easel, I think, was like from the dollar store. Easier than it looks. I'm having a hard time not opening the new retro cards. Yeah, I felt the same way, but I had opened quite a few of them. Those, of course, are just the ones I wanted to keep on card. So a second coat, I think, will definitely do it justice, because it looks like it wants to wash away from the plastic, like it's not adhering to it very nicely. But the more I put on after it dries, it looks better and better. I don't know how it's coming out on screen for you guys, but I think it's so much better than that brown color. I mean, do you guys have the Bone Breaker bath completed? Looks pretty good. Honestly, NJ Tree, this looks like gunmetal considering the color of the plastic. That looks good. I don't think I need to get underneath it, but I think we got enough paint to start with as a base, and then we can work on some details afterwards. So I will put this off to the side for the time being, and we could probably get started on this. So like I said, we did the black wash. I think you can kind of see it better because this was a very light green, light like this, but this is like a different plastic, and the black wash would not apply very easily on it. So we're gonna have to work with that one. Plus, it's a grate. That should be silver technically. Even here, these skid plates, these we can paint silver too. There's a lot of electronics here that we can mess around with. This cannon turret, whatever, I'm not too sure. We can paint that silver also. Is this a rocket launcher? Because I don't know. I only have Siren right now. Okay. It's looking really good though. Thank you. There you go. Yeah. Just don't want the wave. Yeah, I understand for a lot of people because there's just a lot of unusual characters. But for me as a comic book reader, I gladly welcome them. So there's a lot of cracks in here also. I want to, keep the green, but I'm going to see if I can just add some dry brushing of silver to make it look like it's been like scratched up, just like they did here, because they did that silver there too. So we'll see. Maybe I can get a thin brush. Yeah, let me get a thin brush. Yeah, we could use these thin brushes. And I could try to get some in the cracks first and let it dry a bit. That way I can move on. You're putting this bath over with these paint upgrader. We'll have to check it out. Yeah, see. Let's see. Do you use floor polish as a protective coat? No, I never did. I know I could use like a Mod Podge to protect it, but I never did protect the RAM cycle, because to be honest, if I wanted to clean it off, I can. Let's see. So I wonder if this will work. Well, what we could do? We could easily just paint into it because it is a crevice. And then just wipe off. So that way, let's see, there's just very small cracks. But we'll get that paint in there. All right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do that. And then there you go. Wipe off. Now that silver is in the cracks. And then you just got to let it dry. So we could do that. That way. Oh, even the rivets. We can get the rivets too. I just noticed the rivets for some weird reason. But I think this will go very well once we have all that silver to help with the detail. And the rivets will probably be less because we want to just put that over at the end, because you can't really, once you start wiping stuff off, it's always gonna come off. Now, if you know another technique, by all means, say so. But for what I did there, without the light, so there's some of the cracks that actually get highlighted a bit more. So that's actually much better. And like, at least that's how I feel. What? You can definitely use crayons. You can still wash it off. Exactly. You can still wash it off if I want. I always, this is why I just buy the cheap paints. The cheap paints makes it so much easier for me to just play around with. And then if I don't like it, I can just wash it off. And if you haven't tried it before, like I said, Walmart apple barrel, 54 cents. That's inflation. Because they used to be 50 cents. You make it look easy, and this is pseudo. Well, okay. Yeah, so again, even down here, look at all this damage that they got going on. I could easily just paint inside for this damage. It's like basically he rolled over a grenade or something, and it exploded and it created this crater underneath him. But me, this is just taking silver paint, putting it into all of these crevices and scratches. Now the black wash helped too. The black wash is there too to help define it better, because you would rarely even see it. Rarely see it without that black wash. And black wash definitely puts a lot more definition into the sculpt. Yep. But this is nice. Even this part, this hatch. I mean, should I keep it green? Or should I paint the whole thing silver? At least the rivets. I'm going to take care of the rivets. These bolts right here. Kind of bled over a bit. That's okay. We can wipe it off. Just make sure the paint is dry. Don't want to wash away all your work. Yeah, I know. These paints, it's still good to me. Typo negative. How you doing? Bob Ross and a happy little grenade. Yes, right. I'm going to be doing all kinds of painting here. I was planning on this. I was definitely planning on doing some painting. So I wanted to give it a shot for my live streams. Look at this. There's more here on the other side. So let's just fill in these gaps. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I was supposed to get Lady Deathstrike on the table because I actually had a soft good, a nice soft good from Rebel 10 Customs that I wanted to put on her, but I forgot. Maybe I'll do it next week. All right. Let's see. drying really quickly. I could probably black wash it over it again, which will help for any areas that still had some leftover silver. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's get this off here. How's that look? That's not bad. Still got some blacks and the silver in there, which definitely makes it look nicer. Yep, you could do that too. It's pretty good. Since I still have the silver, I might as well. What I wanted to do was get these plates to that color. Maybe I could try doing that too. I don't think there's really any other areas outside of, making, maybe. But if I colored those silver, I feel as if I would have to color that silver. No idea yet. But we're going to try. Oh, yeah, I wanted to do this silver. I wanted to mess with that and kind of dry brush. Let's see how that would look. Because I didn't like the color of it. This off black, if that's even a thing. Yeah, and then I would have to just mess with the inside to keep that going too. Wonder. Stab that away too. Yeah. That'll work. I am spreading it around just in random areas as the front because it's like all scratched areas, battle damaged areas. Chris Barcode, how you doing? Silver and black, I find. Yes, exactly. That's how I feel too. I will definitely hit it with silver. Q-tip is good for edges if you don't have a spotter brush. Yes, you are right. Yes, I wanted to do this paint. I wonder how much paint I'll need, because when I did this, it's still trying to adhere itself on there. But we'll try. We're experimenting. We don't know what's going to happen. I feel as if that this tank needs more paint detail instead of it just being fully green. That is how I felt, and that's why I'm doing this now with you guys. And this silver, I think, would look so much better for these skid plates, kick plates. And then I can probably black wash over it. So that way it will look dirtied. Yeah, see, applying it is going to be a little tricky because of course, it's the plastic. But I mean, and of course, this is the type of paint I'm using. So it's not like the best paint. So I'm going to have to put this coating on here. I'll call it coating. And then let it dry. And then when it's done, when it's dry, I'll do another coat so that way it has a nicer look to it. Let's see. So I actually went on a hunt today. Didn't find anything that I wanted to pick up, but I was actually happy that I actually found new Star Wars Black Series from the Kenobi show. They were nice to see, but I knew I wasn't going to collect that line. There wasn't much going for me from that wave. There's a possibility that I'll probably buy one of the Obi-Wans. I'm not sure which one yet because there's like what, 3 different versions. What I was actually trying to find today was at Walmart. I was looking for the AEW Walmart exclusive CM Punk. I was definitely trying to find that figure. Was unsuccessful, unfortunately. I was hoping that the Walmart I went to would have it because I got lucky with them restocking, which is very, very unusual. I'm just happy that I was able to find it though. But it was really cool to find what was it? Oh, to find all the Marvel Legends. But AEW, always hard to find. It's always so hard to find. It sucks. What else was silver that I wanted to do? Could do this. Oh, I let it bleed. Got to clean it up now. Go. All right. So we're seeing some nice changes so far. Got some silver on there. Silver along the cracks and the breaks in the armor. So we're looking good. Hair dryer said low. Yes. If I had a hair dryer, I would do that now. But I'm just going on the fly right now. We're just doing doing a little bit of fun with some figs. Felt similar art with the new Star Wars. Gotta find that Punk. Yes, we gotta find that Punk. Is Vader the repackaged Rogue One? I couldn't tell you. I'm not too sure. Even if I saw it, I'm not even sure if I want to buy it. I don't know if I want to buy that Vader because I think it is a repacked version. If there was a damaged helmet one that came with it, then I think I would have bought one. But because I believe it is a repacked one, I don't know if I will get it. Started working on another dial for the Black Series. Number 2 of 15 for the full wall of wall 7. Saw the first one. Swan, I did. The collections, there's big. Just saw a picture from Ollie's on IG with stacked WD. Right? Right? And Greg sent us that pic of all the AEWs at Ollie's. Jeez. Here, it looks great. Yes, I know. We will find it. Need me a DDP. Hey, Nick's Figs. How you doing, man? Pretty much the same one as the Rogue One individual. Okay. Yep. To be honest, the last Darth Vader Black Series figure I got was the one on the retro card that came with the stand for all the older figures. I forgot what they were called. Okay. So I added the silver. I don't know what other plates that I could really do. That's more of like vents. But then there's these electronic controls. I know we can put some color on that. But we can dirty this up now. Oh, you know what? Just out of curiosity, how does this look with the silver? Because I'll keep the track, the color as it is, but I was thinking about the wheels and seeing if the silver color will work better for it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Oh, hey, NJ Tree, look, because this is that same brown color like the engine. It looks gunmetal to me. So I'm curious. We'll do 3 wheels and we'll kind of go from there and see how that will look. I don't know. Can you guys make that out? There's 3 wheels of the original, and then there's 3 wheels that I painted silver. Let me let it dry and see how I feel about it. Good man. It's a new deluxe Vader Black Series with an extra cracked. See, that's what I was waiting for. If they do the crack helmet, I will definitely consider buying it. When did you blackwash? Did you put it on and then wipe it off? Yes, I did. I did. I blackwashed before the live stream, hours before the live stream, just so I could see how it looks. My blackwash is very light. I don't know if you can see the blackwash that I did. But it's on there. I made it kind of subtle, and then I wiped off what I wanted to. And there is, he's the one that doesn't have the cloth goods over the shoulder garment. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. So some of that's drying. Maybe let's try some of this dark brown. Because I'm only going to use a light amount, probably on the tread. And of course, a little bit of the lighter brown. So I'm using these two. Melted chocolate. And we're going to dry brush. Just to kind of see how it will look, because like I said, I wanted to imitate what I did here for the ram cycle. And for the ram cycle, you see I went crazy as with a motorbike, basically going through the mud. So we're going to mess with that and see how I can just kind of play around here, including here, and maybe some splash up right up here of the mud. That's it. Maybe a little bit on here too, and on this side as well, just to give it some character, I guess. That's really all I was going to do. Not a lot. I just wanted to mess around and see how much I can go with this paint, because you never want to overdo it. That Vader will be a Target exclusive. Well, we'll see if that happens. That paint was you convinced me. I'm going to try and paint my, hey, like I said, wash it off if you don't like it. Hey Mick, how you doing? Any opinion on this goofiness between Talker Art, Viper Island, and JC? Not really. I don't really have much of an opinion. They can say and do whatever. It's not. I'm not going to make it my place to say much about it. I understand whatever point of view that they want to provide, and I'll be neutral on it to an extent. That's really it. There will be some things, if I get turned off by it, I'll get turned off, but they want to deal it their own way, they can do so. I gave it a little razzle dazzle in a short amount of time. A little bit. But yes, let's see. Considering with some of the brown, let's start with the darker part of it. Now, what I did for the mud really is just kind of flicked. We're just going to do that dry brush. Now on the underbelly, I'll probably put a lot, just so it could have that detail. And mud splatter is always random. You just gotta go with it. So that's pretty subtle with the brown. And we'll do it also on the sides. Okay. So that is the dark brown. We'll just do a little bit of some light brown. Yeah, I'm going to mix some of it, but like I said, this is just like a mud. So we'll just mess around and see how it turns out. Let's hold it this way and just sweep. Cool. All right. So we got that going. Got it on the treads, on the front, and along the sides there. So subtle, not going any further than that really. We'll see. We'll let it dry for a bit. The silver, it's almost dry. So it's actually working out very nicely. Should be thinking about other, plus there are other, yeah, there are. What is people in the hobby? You're going to have to watch that for yourself. Some of it's just wild. Got a good Comic-Con this week. Which one? Fingers crossed no one cancels because Ray Park's going to be there. So finally I can meet a Sith Lord. North Carolina? I forget. I do get turned off by the shock value too. Yeah. I'm gonna get back on my channel and start calling mofos out. Ray Park is awesome. I never met Ray Park. I always wanted to. In Houston, 2000, Tom Holland was the main draw. So I met Tom Holland. I actually worked his queue line at the last Keystone Comic-Con in Philadelphia. Keystone Comic-Con was run by Reed Pop, who also runs New York Comic-Con. I don't think Keystone Comic-Con may come back. Ever since the pandemic, they basically called it off, and I don't think it's going to happen again. But I met Tom Holland because he was there for that last day, the Sunday. Really cool guy, and that was during the time Sony announced that Tom Holland was no longer part of the MCU, which was a huge issue. There were so many questions about that. And then, of course, months later, he returned back to the MCU. Soda City in South Carolina. South Carolina. 25 Toys, how you doing? Have you ever been to the toy show in Hershey? I'm debating going this Saturday. So I heard about the toy show in Hershey. I've never been to that one before. Hershey for me is, I want to say it's a 2.5 hour drive, maybe 2 hour drive, depending upon traffic. I don't know much about it. And if I did, and I actually had the time to go, then I probably would check it out. But I've never been to the Hershey one. And I know it's a yearly thing. They have one every year. Missed a hell of a lot. What did you miss? What I was doing? Let's see. All right. So we still have silver still a little bit wet. We added some mud details just to the front. Right there. And, whoops, sorry. And of course along the sides. And here I painted silver because I wanted to see how it would look. And you know what? I like it. I like the silver. I like how that silver looks on the wheels because the tread, of course, gives it that different color. So this, making it all, when you separate the colors out, it makes it pop more to me. So I will probably paint the rest silver. That light brown is really coming out a lot. I might have to do more of the dark brown. Just so there's some contrast between it instead of just the light. There we go. Okay. I think if I do more silver, on certain things, because I know there's like this kind of like this compartment hatch here, which I believe this is a handle and these are the hinges. So I'll probably just add some silver to that. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing should be silver, considering it's green to begin with. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Okay. Not too bad. I can live with that. The electronics probably going to be different, but we'll see. All different types of colors. That's what I'm going for. It's probably just going to be all different types of colors. And I don't think there's any other panels that should be silver in a way, but I know we're going to get the rivets into a silver. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So this, I should just let it dry more. I got to leave that alone. Is this? Well, that was probably from me. Okay. We'll let this dry a little bit more, and I'll add more of the silver paint. I don't know what else we could do. I mean, I was going to mess with this a little bit because this is under the torso part. But I feel as if I can leave this alone. I don't really need to do much of it. I mean, it's got enough. The hoses are silver. This is all brown. I could probably paint more silver into this, like the rivets here, but I'll probably leave that alone. But the engine is dry now. I think the engine looks pretty good. It's definitely better that it's silver instead of that brown. So it looks really, really nice. Some color accents. Considering we have a red timing belt, I could probably do some red over here on the rivets or anything like that, just to kind of highlight it a little bit. Because, of course, with an engine, there's not much color to begin with. So having it silver is nicer. These hoses, maybe I'll paint it black. I think black would probably be nice to actually do, and that'll give it some contrast. Should I use? I should use this one. Yeah, that's not going to have an issue anymore. Really? Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Sean. Do you just use water to remove the paint? Yeah, you just basically use water. You can use soap too, if you want to clean it off very well. This paint is very easy to clean off. Water based, yeah. So it's all water based. So Apple Barrel, 54 cents at Walmart, and they have a ton of colors, a whole ton of colors. All right, I might have put too much paint on there. All right, so the hose, like I said, it kind of travels around from here. What's crazy is the steady hand that you have to have. But this black will look great to contrast off of the silver. So within my 2-hour mark, because we're almost there, I'm going to stop and then we'll continue on next week just so we could see how things progressed with this paint job. As much as I would like to keep on going, I I definitely have to go to bed. This was fun for me, trust me, because it allows me to do things that I just haven't had the time to do. But having a live stream so I can talk to you guys, especially about the this hobby that I love, and being able to like do some of the custom work or the diorama work, um, this honestly makes me happy, and it's so much fun that I could do this, and I'm actually getting work done at the same time. These black hose wires. So I don't know if you can see the difference right there. Well, yeah, you can kind of see because here's the silver and then there's the black. So it definitely makes a contrast. I'll probably get some more black on there so that way it helps with it. Yep. Black Knight, thank you. Paint the engine orange like a hem. Really? I'm gonna need to see a picture of that so I can see what that means, or it's not means how it looks. Bedtime 2, back next week. Yeah, so I'm thinking Mondays. I'm thinking Mondays is when I'll do it. I don't know about Tuesdays yet. But I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're really ever going to watch a live stream, and I know it's sometimes it's just impromptu if you're going to watch, because I know sometimes for me it's impromptu when I watch. It's when I have the time to just have someone in the background during a live stream, I'll do it, um, and I'll try to interact as best as I can. Whenever I watch live streams, it all depends on the night because if I'm either working or if I'm busy doing housework myself. So it's either Monday or Tuesday. I'm gearing for Monday. Uh, but I guess it all depends on how everyone else may feel about it. I think I saw as high as like 33 people in here, which is amazing. So I greatly, greatly appreciate your time in stopping by, even if it was just for a short time. I absolutely appreciate you stopping by. Um, I don't even know if you guys get notifications or if you saw my community post or my Instagram post that I was going on live. Sounds great. Okay. What to do with small parts? I keep the brush not moving and I move the part. Yes, I'll do that sometimes too. Hey Bruce, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going to be cutting it out soon. But thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I will definitely have to add more black because some of the hoses go down here. But at least it helps contrast what I was doing because having a second layer of black paint it'll help. It will definitely help. And it definitely looks better than that brown color to add right there on the engine. All right. So we're going to stop here. I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys stopping by, staying as long as you can. Thank you for a steady number of people of you guys commenting and, having this conversation. It was a pleasure. I'm enjoying these live streams. I really appreciate it. I think having like a, a section of doing dios and paints, I think will be cool for my live streams, because I definitely enjoy doing it. But guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your time being here. Hope to see you guys soon. Hope to see you on the next hunt.